So glad you could be with us as we are looking at the book of John, and we're still with that woman at the well and Jesus, and the disciples are about to show up. Now, we need to remember that Jesus had told her, you've had 5 husbands, and the man that you're with is not your husband. And that's where she said, well, I perceive that you're a prophet. And then we wound up where she was perceiving, wow, he's the Christ, because he just said that he was. And he had demonstrated it by something that was really not explainable any other way. And so at this point, his disciples came, and they were amazed that he had been speaking with a woman. Yet no one said, what do you seek, or why do you speak with her? I think they had learned better than to do that, because every time they would try to correct him or try to explain something to him that they thought they understood, they got shot down. So they kept their mouth shut. The woman left her water pot, more excited about what had just happened than she was about getting the water she came after. Left her water pot and went into the city and said to the men. Why didn't she say to the women? Well, first of all, the men were out in the city. For the most part, women stayed at home. But second of all, don't you think maybe she was rejected by the women? That maybe a lot of the women were saying to their sons, now, son, you stay away from a woman like that, that type of thing. Because she was by herself in the middle of the day. She said to the men, come see a man that told me all the things I've done. This is not the Christ, is it? And they went out of the city and were coming to him. She just goes and she says, somebody just told me stuff about myself that he couldn't have known. Could this be the Messiah? And that was enough to get them to come. Do you notice that this was not probably the most upstanding woman in the city of Sychar? Did you notice that this was a woman that, she'd committed adultery, and she was actually committing fornication, living with a man that was not her husband. And yet, Jesus offered her that living water. So first of all, like the Apostle Paul said, Christ came into the world to save sinners, among whom I'm chief. And the Apostle Peter, when Jesus caught this miraculous catch of fish, or Peter did, Peter said, depart from me, I'm a sinful man. Did you notice he made Peter the chief apostle to the Jews, and he made Paul the apostle to the Gentiles? And what did both of them recognize about themselves? I'm a sinful man. I'm a sinful man. God uses saved sinners to reach unsaved sinners. Have a great day.